Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Know Your Daughter to Item series. In our previous episode, we started covering items from artifacts. We covered Dragonlance and Sanj. And this episode, uh, we would be covering Kaya and Yasha. Let's get to it, shall we? Kaya is an item purchasable at base shop under artifacts. Its contents would be looking at additional information, recommended heroes, trivia, recent changes, but first, card view. It costs 2100 gold, which includes recipe cost of 650 gold. Sell value is 1050 gold. Bonuses are plus 16 intelligence, plus 10% spell damage amplification, plus 50% mana regen amplification, plus 20% spell lifesteal amplification. It's not shareable, you cannot disassemble it, does not give any usage alert. This recipe requires Staff of Wizardry, Robe of Magi, no recipe, then it becomes Kaya, and this Kaya gets used to make Yasha and Kaya, Meteor Hammer, or Kaya and Senj. Okay, interesting. Now, looking into additional information, items attributes grants following additional bonuses: 192 mana, 0.8 mana regeneration, and 1.6% flat base magic resistance, 16 main attack damage to Intel heroes, 11.2 main attack damage to Universal heroes. For Kaya based items, multiple sources of spell damage amplification do not stack. Multiple sources of spell lifesteal amplification stack diminishingly. Multiple source of mana regeneration amplification stacks additively. So what do you make of diminishingly? So it's hmm. So whichever. So probably it is time constraint or probably something like that. If you know better, please comment. For recommended heroes, Leshrac, Lena, Necrophos, Puck, Queen of Pain, Skywrath Mage, Storm Spirits, Spirit Breaker, Tinker, Zeus. Other heroes include Nyx Assassin, benefits from Kaya's spell amplification, giving him more burst damage during single target ganks. Crystal Maiden's passive makes it so that she almost never runs out of mana with Kaya. Ah, cool. Almost never runs out of mana with Kaya. Tech is can plant more mines. Kaya also increases his mana pool and mana regeneration. Archcheker's constant need for mana is eased by Kaya in early to mid game. Kaya also lets him use Echo Slam more liberally. Okay. Trivia: item's internal name was Trident until November 30th, 2017 patch. In recent changes, 7.36 versions increased recipe cost from 550 to 650. Total cost increases from 2000 to 2100. And in 7.35c, recipe cost from 550 to 500. Total cost increases from 2050 to 2000, which is now increased to 2100 in 7.21c. Recipe cost jumped up by 100 gold more. In 7, which reduced spell lifesteal amplification bonus from 24 to 20%, and increased spell amplification bonus from 8 to 10%. Both of these remains true. In 7.35 version, no longer builds into Ethereal Blade, now builds into Meteor Hammer, which stays true. So that's it. We covered Kaya. Now let's get to Yasha. Yasha is an item purchasable at base shop under artifacts. We'll be looking at additional information, trivia, recent changes, but first, card view. It costs 2100 gold, which includes 650 gold recipe cost, and sell value is 1050 gold. Bonuses are plus 16 agility, plus 10% movement speed, plus 15 attack speed. It's not shareable. You cannot disassemble it. Does not give any usage alert. Yasha requires Blade of Alacrity, Band of Elven Skin, and Recipe of 650. Then it becomes Yasha. Then it gets used to make a Sanjan Yasha, or Manta style, or Yasha and Kaya. Okay. Now, looking into additional information, items attributes grants following additional bonuses: 16 attack speed and 2.67 main armor, 16 main attack damage to agility heroes, 11.2 main attack damage to universal heroes. For Yasha based items, multiple sources of movement speed do not stack, multiple sources of attack speed fully stack. Okay. Trivia: reference to katana, reference to a katana from Game of Fantasy Star Online. Yasha is a Japanese word for supernatural spirits, those akin to demons. A Riki's cosmetic item, Yasha Quick Light, is based on Yasha. Okay. And recent changes: 7.36 versions increased recipe cost from 550 to 650. Total cost increases from 2000 to 100. And 7.35c reduced recipe cost from 600 to 550, which decreased 2050 to 2000, which again increased from 7.35c to 2100 gold. 7.35b version increased attack speed bonus from 12 to 15, which stays true still. So that's it, fellas. We covered both Kaya and Yasha. In our next episode, we would be talking about phylactery. 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 Yeah, looks like, yeah, phylactery. And maybe, and just so maybe, we could again. No, I suppose they both should be in their own episode. Yeah, we'll see that. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and out game. Last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.